Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you a general overview of how to operate and work inside of Agency Engine as an appointment setter, um, also known as an SDR, which stands for Sales Development Representative. The primary function of this employee is to book the calendar for the sales representative. So in order to do that, it's a combination of texting, phone calls, emails, and just basically nurturing prospects until they can become leads. All right, so this is what you'll see when you log in to Agency Engine. You should also have your script pulled up. So this is a link that we will give to you as an appointment setter that you should have already. On this script, you have basic information for how to talk to a prospect on the phone. If it's a text conversation, you can break this down into small bite-sized chunks of, back and forth. The last thing you want to do is just cut and paste everything. And then your primary calendar right here to use when booking is embedded on this page. And we have our qualifying questions here. So right now we're using 3. The most important thing when booking the calendar is to make sure you select the time zone for the prospect you're speaking with. So you'll confirm, what is your time zone? Oh, you're, let me see, you're in Mountain Time. Okay, so then we'll select that. And now when you book, you select the date, select the time, click continue. You confirm all of this information for the prospect you're speaking with, their phone number. If possible, try to make sure this is a number that can receive SMS texts for calendar booking notifications, their email address, confirm the spelling of their business name, try to get what city they're operating in. If they have a website, that will go here. And then this is where Q1, Q2, and Q3, you'll answer those based on, or you'll ask these questions and then fill in the numbers here based on how they answer. And then any additional information that may be relative here, so maybe they're focusing more on mold jobs and not doing water jobs, or maybe they're doing more commercial real estate and not local residential real estate, anything like that that's of note, put here because the sales professional will want to see that. Whoever is booking this appointment, so if it's you as the appointment setter, put your name there and then you'll click schedule meeting and then that's it. At the bottom of this, we have an FAQ. So depending on whatever agency you're working for, this could be much more extensive than this. So just be aware that you'll want to look through this. You should almost have this committed to memory, whatever that FAQ is, because this will be ideally your best way to overcome objections and answer prospects as to what exactly you're doing and why they should even get on a call with a sales rep. All right, so when you get into Agency Engine, what you'll want to do is go to opportunities. This is comparable to Pipedrive if you've ever used something like that, but basically this is a list of all the deals as they're happening. You want to pretty much stick to the main leads pipeline as your primary source. You can ignore anything else at this point. Now, much of this is automated, but typically your day will look as follows. You will see new leads coming into this first stage, and as they do, you'll want to click on the name, and you'll notice that there is a degree of automation that takes place here. So read through it and listen to what the prospect has said. If they texted back, sometimes they'll tell you just text me, so then you'll text with them based on the script. If they want you to call them, you'll use this call button right here. All right. Now it's important that as you are speaking with a prospect or as you're texting with a prospect, you try to get as much information as possible. So that means getting their name over here, just fill it in. This is a live form, so as you update it, it'll save. You don't need date of birth. Don't really need to worry about contact source. That'll mostly be automated. Don't worry about tags. Don't worry about that. And don't mess with opportunities. So you're really just confirming first name, last name, email address, their phone number. And then let's see, under general info, you'll want to get the business name here. Again, get the right spelling, get the city, country, we're just working in the USA. but whatever agency you're working for, obviously that'd be related to that. Try to get the website if they have one, and you want to confirm the time zone that they are in and select that here. Additional info can be helpful. Let's see. You don't need to worry about any of this stuff that I'm scrolling past. Maybe under additional information would be the only field I would worry about on this, because anything that's related to qualifying questions, such as you can see here we have qualifying question 2, right? We're going to answer those already on the calendar, so it's not important. Okay, so don't worry about that. Let me see what else. Well, you know what? You could potentially answer qualifying question 1, because this one is fairly natural in the conversation. When you ask the prospect how many jobs they're doing per week, per month, whatever that is, you might as well just plug that in right then and there as you're doing it. All right, so let me pause this real quick and just get my notes. All right, so let's go back over to the pipeline, our opportunities. So another thing of note is that we will have 4 Slack channels that we like to operate in, and I'm just going to write out what they are. So the first channel, and they're not really in any particular order, we're going to have a sales channel for prospecting. This one is where new leads are sent as notifications. So it's just alerting everyone that there are new leads coming in. The other channel we have will be leads replied. So this will send notifications when a lead replies. And this is helpful because it just alerts you on Slack to let you know, hey, a prospect has replied, and it gives you the link to view that conversation instantly so you can reach out right away. And the other channel we have here, let's see. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up. All right, so the other channel we have would be sales, calendar, appointments, right, or book, something to that effect. And this is just notifications to sales team about calendar bookings made. So it'll automatically alert that channel with the time, date, the sales professional who's assigned to it. All right, and just keeps everyone in the know. And then the last channel we have will be for sales, deals closed, and any deals won will be pushed here for everyone to see. All right, that's more of like a just get excited type of notification. Okay, so these 4 channels will be inside of Slack in terms of the way I set these agency engines up, and they're helpful for you to manage this. So when a new lead comes in, you'll know about it in Slack, but you can also look here. We could take the date filter off as well. So leads are going to be rotated amongst different appointment setters, different sales reps, however many people are working in your agency. If you want to see what you have just for yourself, you can select just yourself here. And now you'll see what is just assigned to you. All right, but I'll go to all here. All right, now, I'll come back to callbacks. Text call responded column. This is, as I said with that Slack channel, anyone who replies back or calls back. So this is your hottest column to follow up with. All right, so that's something you'll definitely want to look at and review and just reach out to them as hot leads. Day 1 essentially is anyone who came in as a new lead but was unresponsive. After 24 hours, they get pushed here. After another 24 hours of no response, they get pushed here, here. So do not worry about moving deal cards. And again, you can move these. So don't move anything once they go into day 1 through day 5. Do not move those. It's unnecessary. It's all automated. If at any point inside of these 5 days they do reply, then it will get pushed back into this column. If at any point when you're conversing with someone and you find out they are not meeting our minimum requirement of 10 jobs a month, just go ahead and drag that card into this column. All right. Another way to do that is to click on the deal card itself like this, and then we're in the main pipeline, and the current stage is this. You would just select this one instead, and then click update after making that change. I'm not going to do that now because it doesn't apply to that person. And if at any point you reach a prospect that is not in the right industry that you're servicing, or it's just a bad lead for whatever reason, you'll want to dump them right here in this last stage. Okay. All right. The other scenario that happens, from time to time is that, let's say a new lead comes in and you're in here and they tell you to call them, and you call them, but you call them a little later, or something happens where they're busy, but they're interested and they want you to call them back, and they say, hey, can you just give me a call back in like 2 hours? So what you do for that is you come over here to appointment, click on that, and you can click here or hit add new. And what you're going to do is select your callback calendar. All right, in this case, I'm logged in as Andrew, so I would select Andrew's callback calendar, but you'll select your own callback calendar. And you'll use your own time zone here. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Use your own. Select the time and day that you'll want to talk to them. So if the time is currently 2 p.m. and they say call me back in 30 minutes, you'll select that. Same day here, right? Put this in your time zone because they're not going to get notified about it. This is just a reminder for you. Put a few notes here. Spoke with Frank, wants me to call back because he was driving but seemed very interested. Okay, and then you would click save. I'm not going to do that right now because it's not related to this particular deal, but that is how you set up a simple reminder for yourself as a callback. Once you do this and click save, this will automatically push this deal card into the callbacks section here. So you always want to check and see, do I have any callbacks scheduled for today? And this is very helpful, especially if you filter by yourself. Okay, so here and here. All right, so that really covers your role as an appointment setter. The other thing that you may want to look at would be conversations, and you can see unread if there are any here. Sometimes people will message on Facebook, and you can initiate the conversation in right in this chat like that. So for example, I'll look at some that were already done. Right, so we've got a conversation history here. Now, another thing I forgot about. So let's say you're speaking with someone, and they tell you, look, just email me the info, and you try everything you can to get them the information, to get them interested. But at the end of the day, they just say, please just email me. I don't have time for this. All right, so what you'll do at the conclusion of the call, or even right on the call itself when you're talking, it doesn't matter. You'll click over here on email, and then you'll click on use a template. And then in the drop down, select, if prospect says to just email them, email one, use template, and you can see right here, it's populated all of this information. So what you'll do is just go ahead and click that send button, and that will send that off. But for the most part, your day is spent inside of opportunities, looking through new leads, looking through callbacks, looking through text call responded, and then trying to move them along in this pipeline by getting them to book this strategy call on this calendar for the sales professional. And in the event that you are the appointment setter and the sales rep, then all of this video, everything I covered in this video is relevant to you. And then there'll be another video here specific to just the sales professional, how they operate inside of Agency Engine. But it's recommended that whether you're the sales professional or you're the appointment setter, SDR, that you are comfortable understanding this video and then also the sales video, regardless of your positions, because it helps you understand what the other person is doing. All right, so that's it for this video, and make sure you watch both of them, this one and the sales video.